Don't make me wait for you. Here I am early. Uh-huh. Well, at least you got a thumbs up. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Patriots by 2 touchdowns, hopefully. Well, who are you calling a dummy? Hopefully it'll be a blowout. Spirit, honey, why is she calling the baby names? Come on, Ken. They arrested the daddy. Who's that? Oh, the daddy of the shooter? Good evening, Dan. Well, I haven't been home for a few hours, so I didn't hear anything about it. I was looking to see if I could find something on it, but I haven't seen anything yet. I still ain't seen. Well, I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled and still ain't found nothing about it. Maybe they don't want us to know. I don't know. Yeah, she's trying to learn her own policies. Yeah. Well, they did that just a couple miles from here. They did that right after this happened down there in Georgia. They did it at Madison School. Madison School, the school itself is only about 4 miles from here. So, they don't take it very lightly anymore. Years ago, they just give you a slap on the wrist. Now you go to jail for it. Yeah. What is this world coming to? They're doing a $20 million renovation to the youth center over here. They're adding 20 beds and a commercial kitchen for $20 million. I'd like to get in on some of that action. Somebody's getting paid real good for this one. There you go. That's right. I think every school had to have about 5 Matt Dillons in them. They wouldn't have to worry about any of these shooters. Yeah, not the actors. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. We get 5 Wyatt Earps in each school. No, no nonsense. Why they why did they arrest the dad? Was there a reason for that? I'm thinking he can probably get off on that because they the FBI had him on their watch list for a year, the kid, but they let him go a year ago because they said there was nothing to worry about. Well, if there was nothing to worry about, then the father shouldn't have had nothing to worry about either. Then, huh? Thank you. Have Kyler bring me a bottle of water, would you please? Yeah, ad coming up 55 seconds. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I appreciate it. Yeah, give me a bottle of water, would you please, buddy? You want to say hi to Junkyard? No. Okay. You didn't want to say hi to Junkyard. Rosanna, Rosanna, Dana, Anna, Rosanna, Dana, Anna, Rosanna, Dana, Anna, Rosanna, Dana, Anna. Well, I found out one thing today. I was lied to. Yeah, I was trying to avoid open court. You're right. I was lied to and cheated. So somehow I gotta find out if I can actually get what's owed to me, but I highly doubt it. About 18 years ago, I had a settlement. I worked for a company, and in order for me to go not to go back to work for them, they offered me a pension, a 25-year pension. I could go back to work for them with my back pay and benefits, or I could take my back pay that I had coming and my back benefits that I had coming and my pension up to date, plus a 4-year pension added on. That would have given me a 25-year pension. So I hated the sons of bitches. So I said, excuse my language. It didn't take me long to say yes. I will take my back pay plus whatever they owed me in my benefits, and the 25-year pension. Well, today I started to fill out for my pension. And in my pension plan, it says I only have 21 years. So I'm talking to the people. I said, hey. When I left that place, I had 21 years in. But we had an agreement between me, the union, and the company lawyer, and the company, that you guys were going to pay me, that they were going to pay a 25-year pension. So I wouldn't come back to work. Well, we don't have anything on that. We're just a pension fund. Well, who do I got to talk to? Well, you got to go to your local union hall. I said, a lot of luck on that. The guy that was a BA back then is dead. His son was a BA too, but his son's in prison for shady deals. And all the other BAs that were there, 2 of them are dead, and the other one is in prison. They closed up the Teamster Hall. So now I got to get a hold of, and hopefully I can get a hold of the lawyer if he's still alive and see if he has the paperwork still. But I never got anything about it. So this was all done in the union hall when I went up and got my judgment. I got my judgment. I had to go up there and I got my judgment. And they said, well, we'll have a check for you. I said, when? Well, in the next few days. Well, like 2 weeks went on and I didn't get a check. So I stopped one day from work and I stopped at the shop and I sat in the break room. And the boss come in and said, what are you doing here? So I thought I'd just stop in here and see how things are going because I'm going to be coming to work. This is on a Friday. Said I'm going to be coming to work on Monday. I said, oh, no, you're not. I said, oh, yes, I am. I said, you better find my money or I'll be back to work here on Monday. I got a call on Tuesday. Your money will be here. So first, I got a call on Saturday. My money will be there. And I ended up getting my money. Yeah. I made it very clear to them if I come back to work, if they even so much as look at me, I'd sue them for harassment. Yeah, it is funny how they all forget. Yeah, I didn't know it, but I could have been getting Teamster disability all these years, and I didn't know it. They didn't bother to tell me that I could have been getting Teamster disability. So, and now I can't get it because it's too late. And I could have been getting $1,000 a month Teamster disability, plus my disability. It's too late now. Bastards. And it isn't like the Teamsters didn't know I was on disability because they did know it. 'Cause I'd already talked to them a few years ago because I wanted to get my pension started. And they told me I had to, I talked about seeing about getting it started back when I got disabled. And I wasn't old enough then. And then when I turned 57, I talked about it. But I was only going to get like $242 a month, and it wasn't worth getting. When I was in the Teamsters, I was supposed to get 25 years of service, $2,500 a month. I figured $2,500 a month plus my Social Security would be more than enough to live on. I got Teamster brothers that have 35, 40 years in that are getting $700 a month. They are really, really pissed. The Teamsters squandered the money out of our local union. Um, Back when Jimmy Hoffa, the old man, loaned the mafia the money, he took it out of our local union, the 164, and he gave it to the mafia, supposedly. And then the government put back the money. Well, then the Teamsters had to pay the government back. Well, the government gets 20% interest compounded daily. They're racketeers. When you owe the government, you pay them out the ass and out the nose. When they owe you, they don't want to pay you. So, anyways, our local damn near went bankrupt because they didn't have any money. And that's why all of our pensions are so low. The government's getting their money so we can give it to some other foreign nation, but they're getting their money. Pled guilty to 9 tax charges. Yeah, it don't make a difference. Daddy is going to pardon him. But he's going to wait till after the election. Because if he does it before the election, that'll ruin Kamala's chances way worse. But if he starts to feel really, really sick, he'll do it before that because he might not make it another day, and he'll do it before that. If he hasn't already had it signed already. It's probably already been signed and notarized and everything else. You're right. I know, he'd never lie. Oh yeah, probably got the video ready to drop. Yep. Have you seen Uncle Joe? Joe seems to have grown like 6 or 8 inches. If you look at Joe and Jill, Jill comes up to Joe's middle of his head. But lately, Jill's been barely coming up to Joe's shoulder. You're right. They don't want his front and center. Well, they want Kamala to be able to say, well, you're the one that's have a court date, and Trump should fire back and say, well, I may have a court date, but I thought you were a lawyer. Isn't everybody innocent until presumed innocent until proven guilty? Or don't you remember that because you were a shitty lawyer? They say it's Jim Carrey. Could very well be. You don't ever see them two in the same room at the same time, do you? Yeah, it's that balance of nature you started taking, yeah. Probably. Oh, one as smart as the other, yeah. Well, Joe picked Kamala because he didn't want anybody to outshine him. So she picked Tim because she didn't want anybody to outshine her. So if she wins, and when Tim runs for president, who's he going to pick out? So is he going to pick Buttigieg or something like that, a booty plug, or so he doesn't outshine him? Got an ad coming up in 40 seconds. Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, man. I found something you need, Junkyard. Something that you can go down and get mail at the mailbox with. There you go. That would get you to the mailbox and back real quick. Yeah, I work in Walmart too. Yep. You're right. There you go. Got a motorcycle engine on her. It's got a Piranha 140cc pit bike motor on it. Got a foot shifter that do 50 to 60 mile an hour. You can take that to down there to Farm Truck in Asia and run them with it. Past all them old goodies. There you go. Get out of the way. I'm headed for the Oreos. Some of the stuff you see on Facebook, man. It's only $400 for that. A lot of stuff, man. Hey, tennis shoes, you old snuggle bunny, you. Anybody got a cigarette? Hi, Tammy. So, I don't know what you guys doing tonight. We went out to Cancun's for dinner tonight. We was gonna go take her brother out to lunch, but or to dinner, but he was eating lunch at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I'm healing up pretty good, Mr. Goodwrench. I'm getting around pretty good. I'm still a little tender, but I'm getting around pretty good. He went and had a bass dinner up in Jackson, so he's coming down here tomorrow around 10 o'clock. So yeah, I'm walking. I'm not using a cane or a walker, nothing. I still have a little hitch in my giddy up, but that's to be expected for right now. So how are you doing? Me and Rosanna asked it at the same time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's right, one day at a time. All you can ask for. There you go. How's your wife doing? That's good. That's good. I had a TIA later part of April. Good night, Dan. Love you too. And I'm glad I caught it when we did. Well, hopefully you can bounce back from that. I think actually a lot of the stuff that's happening to us is the pharmaceuticals. All the medicine they're giving us is what's doing it to us. Allegedly, I can neither confirm nor deny, but I can speculate. When you read the pill bottle or the label on it, it's got 95 different symptoms, you know, and the food additives. You're right. RFK Jr. isn't off by much. He's pretty smart on that. Everything that they're putting into the food chain is killing everybody. And they're just doing it to make money. Yeah, the side effects are worse than the illness. You're right. I have this very expensive medicine. I mean, it's really expensive. It gives you kidney stones, kidney infection, all this other stuff to your kidneys. I take it so my arthritis isn't so bad. Well, if you ever had a kidney stone, arthritis is a walk in the park. I quit taking it because I'd rather deal with the arthritis than the kidney stones. Oh, yeah. You don't see too many fat kids running around in Europe, do you? No. They're not eating corn syrup. All the stuff that they have is not processed food and corn syrup. You won't see that stuff in Russia either. If somebody opened up a restaurant that served nothing but organic food, organic meat, eggs, cheese, and they opened up a chain of them, after a few years, they'd probably run all the other food businesses out of business. Cod liver oil, I bet it does help you. Too fat to fly, yeah, that's right. you go. You got you got Facebook, you can watch that. Oh, I bet they are horrible. Can afford to eat there? Yeah. Well, answer me this question. Why is there a health food aisle in the grocery store? What's all the other food? Think on that for a while. Excuse me. Right. Carry on, bud. That's right. We had one of them medevac helicopters from Toledo went down. Uh, it was terrible. They didn't have anybody in it. They were on their way to an accident scene and it went down in a storm. They lost the whole crew. All right, everybody, it's time for me to get out of here. Y'all have a great night. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace. Y'all stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, stay cool if you have to, but stay yourself. Take care, everybody.